Behind every clean visual is a story that most people never get to see. Director 24K, renamed David Banjo, is a London-based creative known for turning ideas into visuals that feel expensive, clean, and timeless. Over the years, he has worked with artists, brands, and built a name through consistency. Today, I spent a day with him to understand the mindset behind it all. Welcome to the first episode of Becoming.
What's up, my bro? Thanks for coming.
My name is Director 24K. Most people call me 24K. I prefer being called 24K. I'm a visual artist. I specialize in bringing people's idea to life. I do photography, videography. I also do creative direction. That's what I do in a nutshell.
How do you come about the name 24K?
One of my boys actually came up with the name. He is called 24K Steez. His original name is Cray Valley. He came up with the name. Just how you have the ASAP group. There's ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Mob, all of them. You have 24K. So there's 24K Cozy, there's 24K Steez, there's 24K me, 24K Banjo. But I kind of revamped and changed to Director 24K.
All right. Can we get into 24K's day now?
Yeah, let's go.
Before client work, creativity lived in other form for Director 24K. Music was one of them, and for him, art was never one lane.
Nomadic lifestyle, everything I got could fit in a backpack. Yesterday ramen noodles, today a flapjack. Niggas tryna play poker on me for this is blackjack. Put up to the store, everything I see I grab that. Put it in my nutsack. I didn't like that. Tell the officer nigga, I'll be right back. Step into the scene and niggas tryna fight back. I don't really want no beef. Yeah, I like it like. Yeah, I used to drop music when I was 17. My song blew up in my area, and I actually started doing shows. Back then, I used to people just used to send me flyers with my face on it. I'm performing at the show, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I actually did music for a while. I still do music for now, but just for fun. But I want to lock in the studio for like a little bit and then put out some songs, because it wouldn't be fair for me to make songs and not let the world hear it.
So you feel like if you are not into filmmaking creative industry that you are right now, you'll be a rapper?
Yeah. I mean, yes, very well. But like, that's the thing with me, yeah. I do everything together. There's no one. I don't do just one. I do everything. I love art. I study art as a living. So tomorrow I can wake up and decide that I want to start making furniture. I don't care. It's still art. So music, I'm still gonna do it. I'm not fussed about blowing up. I just want to just put it out.
Also, do you have a formal background like education in filming or anything like that?
Nah, I didn't study film though. I studied film in UCA, but I already knew about film. I already knew about film before I went to uni for film. So I was already making money shooting. Because I remember after I got like my first camera and stuff, I just started filming bare things. And then, once you start doing things, the universe is just gonna bless you. The universe blesses efforts.
Yeah, that's it. What was your first camera?
Canon 70D. And I don't know why, it just stopped turning on. Then I bought another one, and then I lost that one. And then after that, I never bought another camera again.
Your experience with film school, is it a worthwhile investment that you advise someone that is willing to go into the creative industry to go for?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah. If you can afford to go to film school, I would say go to film school, because you get to meet people and you can kind of build a connection. And these are people that will go on to do great things with their life. Like some of them are going to go on to be very big video directors. Some of them are going to grow up to be like very famous producers. So film school is a good place to build kind of like a network with people. So yeah, but they also teach though. If you don't have knowledge about like some certain, like the details when it comes to filming, film school helps you learn that, the practical side. You look like you make good food.
Yeah, I do.
What do you have for me?
I do Malaysian coconut curry.
Okay, let's see. Treat me to something nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want some beef?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beef with some rice.
Yeah, so it's like literally slow cooked in coconut milk.
I don't mind.
Ginger and garlic.
I like trying new food, so it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good, yeah.
After getting our food, we were asked to leave the market after realizing filming required a permit. But that wasn't the only problem. Somewhere between jobs, director 24K had left his camera behind at an earlier shoot with Omah Lay. Luckily, Omah Lay's manager had picked it up and asked us to come collect it.
Oh, you're being his manager?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Alright. Things work out in life, man.
What you say?
I said things work out in life. Like,
Nah, bro. I swear. I'm happy though. I thought I lost it.
no, but you now get to set the camera up and meet the manager, talk with him, sit with him,
Drink with him.
drink with him, you get me?
Okay, type shit. I didn't even look at it like that. All right, cool. I gotta go now. I'm doing an interview.
Say no more, shout me, bro.
Bro. I'll send you this content when I get home, yeah?
Say no more, my guy.
Bye. Peace, yeah?
Love, bro. Peace.
That was Amro. We're together on the Omah Lay shoot. He works for LKB. He does, you know LKB? Local Ketty Brothers. The one I work with, the jewelry shop, yeah. So he does our TikTok content.
Oh, amazing.
But yeah, we're going to Canary Wharf now because I forgot my camera at Omah Lay's shoot.
You know, I just say if you can make that type of mistake, that's because you are rich enough to get another.
Nah, man, I just needed to go get paid, you know. Like I worked hard for the money, so I needed to go get it. Where is the money? If I lose this money, I'm just gonna cry. Like I haven't cried in years, but I think I'll cry. Look at that.
Oh. Wow. You see, you're making big bucks out of.
It's a fat stack.
That was going to lead me to my next question.
Yeah, what's your next question?
What do you think about doing free work as a creative?
I mean, if you feel good about doing the work, then do it. If you feel like connection is going to come from doing that work, like for example, today's work, it was kind of almost free, and I made a lot of connections. Like I met like 5 people. I met a guy that builds sets. I met a producer. I met someone that works with my cousin in Nigeria. So sometimes the art is in the doing, but don't get used. You know, you need to be aware and you need to know when you're being used, and you don't want to be used. That's one thing that most creatives are scared of, just being used and not people not seeing or knowing your full worth. So I guess you just have to see the good side of it. You know, if you feel good, do it.
Nice, amazing.
Do it in a smart way.
If you could start again today, what would change about how you started?
If I could start again, what I would do is I would have a structure. I will make sure I have a rate card. I will make sure I'm very well educated in how to price and how to conversate with clients. I'll make sure I know how to close deals. I'll make sure I build a team, because one thing I've noticed is it's cool shooting solo, but the people that get the bigger budgets are the teams, you know, teams, because it's more like a production. That's where you can start talking about contracts. But when you're a solo creator and you just charge big amount, people don't see the value. They just see like, oh, you're just trying to get money out of them. But I think if I start again, I'd work on my structure. Structure is everything, you know?
Yeah, you actually made a point about pricing. From my own experience, I know a lot of creatives struggle with that. So if you want to give an advice to a creative about that are still like trying to figure out how to price their stuff, they don't have a clear structure for that, what advice would you give?
I'll just try and give you an advice. I'll try, but like, I don't think I'm the best person to take advice from, only because, no, I'm not the best person to take advice from in that aspect, only because I charge like a madman. You get like, I charge everybody differently. I charge based on how I feel. So if you're telling me, oh, you want me to come out tomorrow to do something, if I don't feel like doing it, I'll charge you the real price. Like I charge you what it will actually cost. But if it's a project I'm very interested in, it's someone I'm very interested in working with, I have a base price that I always go for. I always start from there. But more time, I think it's best to ask your client what their budget is. Like that is the very crucial question because you don't want to give a client more than what they're paying for. Obviously, you actually do, like you want to impress them, but you don't want to kill yourself in the process. So ask them what their budget is so you know, because sometimes there are some shoots you rent equipment, there are some shoots you have extra hands on deck. You need to pay those people. So if the budget doesn't cover that, you shouldn't be doing that. You should give them what is in their budget range. So what I would say to people that need help in trying to figure out how to price, I would say, just think to yourself, what would it cost me to do this thing? Yeah, think to yourself, if I was working a normal job and I went to work today, how much would I make today? Yeah, and then think of what it would cost to edit. So there's the shooting and there's the editing. So you need to think of everything as a whole, and then go from there.
Is there any important deal you have lost because of pricing high or pricing too low? Can you tell us about it?
Bro, I've lost so much, bro. Recently, I lost like total of like 16K.
Wow.
And that's in pounds. That's recently.
Wow.
Like, and the first gig, I had to fly a camera guy from Amsterdam. And then the main model, the reason why the shoot was happening, that's the main model. The guy didn't show up. And the client was only paying because the guy was going to be part of the shoot. So the guy not showing up made the client lose interest. So that's the first 8K I lost. And then the second 8K was actually from a very famous brand, but they wanted me to do a job for them. I told them what it would cost, and their budget was lower than that. And I couldn't budge for the budget, because if I had budged for the budget, I would be making little and be doing more. So I lost those two jobs. But it's cool, like you win some, lose some, life, innit?
Yeah. For the example of the second person you talked about,
Yeah.
if you know the price you are giving will actually chase them away, would you have lowered your price? Or
The thing is, because I know them, and I know that what I was charging them is not ridiculous, because this is our picture here. I'm creating something for you. Something that you're gonna use for as long as you want to use. This is gonna get a lot of reach. This is gonna introduce a lot of people to your brand. And me as a person, I'm also a brand. Like, I've worked hard to build myself. So the fact that I'm shooting your stuff is already a promotion in its own self. Because like I'm also excited to post it. My followers, my people that engage with my content will also go to your page and check your stuff. That's potential clients for you. So regardless of me not charging a separate fee for that, if I tell you, this is why I need to get this done, there can be a little window for negotiation, but it shouldn't be ridiculous. Like, I can't charge you 8K and you offer me 5K. Because I would have made it work, but it wouldn't have worked. Do you get? It's not going to work for me because it was too much work. I'm tired of going in the circle of getting stuck with a client because I charge too low. That's the worst feeling, when you are not happy while editing or happy while creating. It's not fun. So I'd rather not do it. I'd rather not do it. But if I was given a lower budget, would I have done it? No. I'm not going to tell the dentist, why are you charging this? Because they know why they charge that. They went to school for that. They know they don't want to make mistake. They want to do it right. They want to buy the right equipment, the right drugs, the right everything. They charge what they charge. So if me as a creative, I'm telling you this is what it's going to take to do this, then I think you should just trust me,
We had finally arrived and picked up the camera. With the crisis over, he suggested we head to one of his favorite spots for a glass of wine, overlooking the beautiful London skyline.
So we've had a long day, very long. So we're going to have some wine now. This is where me and my boy come once in a while, the Shard, to have some wine in a Gong restaurant. I don't know, I think it's on the 56th floor or something, but let's go see what the vibe is, isn't it?
yeah.
Actually been a very long day. But yeah, now we're gonna just get some wine, chill out, talk. Vibes. One second, there's something on the menu that's 1,650. And it's a drink. If you can see it right there. Sorry. Can I make a quick order, yeah? Can I get a glass of Chardonnay?
Absolutely.
That one.
Yeah, one glass of Chardonnay.
Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna drink. Do you drink wine?
Yeah, of course.
You want the same thing I'm having? Can I get two then?
2 glasses of Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
For now, no.
Amazing, thank you.
Alright, cheers. Now you can go on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your journey now has lasted for like 8 years, right?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, I know you've like gone through the process, you've learned a lot of stuff, but is there anything that you're still figuring out at this point in your career?
Yeah, I'm still figuring out how to. Remember before I said I want to build a team, I want to have a production. I'm still figuring out how to balance that. I'm still figuring out how to make sure 80% of my shoots are handled by my production. Like most of the time I shoot by myself. But I want that to stop because if I want to start creating very serious work, I have to do with a team. I have to do with more people. You can't. There's a limited amount of things you can achieve by yourself. You need more people. So that's what I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out how to fully make 6 figures just off creating. Like I want companies to reach out to me. I want to shoot commercials. I'm very, very interested in shooting commercials. If I can get to shoot commercials, I don't think I'll be bothered about anything else. I think I'll just be focused on commercials.
So if you had to pick a particular niche today,
Commercials. It could be commercials for fast food, commercials for products like Pampers or fashion campaigns type of commercials for cream, for Calvin Klein, for Cartier, just commercials. And once in a while, if I get like modeling gig, if I get like artist gig, like music videos, sure, why not?
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coaster, never forget to use your coaster so you don't get marks on the table. I always try to remember etiquette. That's something for the gentleman's club. You didn't even ask me about the gentleman's club.
We're going to get there. Before we get there, I have one quick question I would like to ask. Who is the biggest person or biggest brand you have worked with so far? And who is that big person or brand that you would love to work with?
I'll say the biggest person I've worked with so far is Davido. I worked with Davido. It was very fun. I've worked with Davido twice. And it was very fun. Who I want to work with? I really, really want to work with Nike. I kind of see my style and Nike connecting a lot. Nike and Apple. Because like there's a clash between the urban taste that I do and the architectural cleanness of those brands. So it's like when I fuse them together, I create this new clean aesthetic.
You know, when I think of your name, those are the two brands that comes to my head. Because the first time I met you, I think you did some spec projects for Nike.
The one with the kid.
I saw one, it looks like an animation, and I saw one you did with this little boy.
Yeah, that's the one. The one with the kid.
Plus the recent one you did for Apple too. Those projects, like, they really stand out to me. Like, I picture it in my head when I picture your name.
I like that. I appreciate that too. I like that.
Some people chase gigs, other aims to build something bigger. Director 24K is focused on building something great.
Just start. Just start. It's failing. Failing is fun. Failing is fun. Failing helps you build character. If you win all the time, yeah, you would lose perspective of how things really are. Failing lets you know that life is real, and you're stuck in real life. So it's good. Fail. Start. Figure yourself out. When you start, you find your style along the way. So if you start, you try again, fail, try again, fail, try again. You naturally just find your style. I said something before. I said the universe always rewards effort. So you starting is effort. So you get rewarded regardless. Just start. You're not gonna fail. Nobody has failed from trying. Pick yourself up, boy.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, yeah. Shout out to everybody. This is fucking 24K. Another human being on this earth. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know why I wake up every day doing what I do, but I have no choice and I enjoy doing it, so I keep doing it. So to everyone that watched this video up to this point, God bless you. Keep doing what you do best. Keep learning, keep growing. Life, innit? And shout out to Ayo for coming out today. It's not easy. It's not easy. Shout out to him for real, for real. I also got this jumper today for free. Givenchy. Probably expensive too.